Alright, it's Christopher Fox once again, and this is requested time for Jade, and the name of this video is Top 10 Kids Cartoons Are Actually Terrifying Part 3. So if you haven't seen Part 2 and 1, please make sure to check those reactions out, so let's get into Part 3, yay!
They're naturally terrifying on their own. Some may seem innocent on the outside, but when you truly analyze them, you'll realize how messed up and scary they truly are. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to Most
How many of these are
I'm your
there?
host Lindsay,
Only
and today
3?
I'm bringing you the top 10 kids cartoons that are actually terrifying, part 3. If you haven't seen the other 2 parts already, then make sure you check those out as well.
Make sure to check those my reactions out too.
Dexter's Lab. This show is about a child genius who creates inventions in his secret laboratory. In one episode titled Got Your Goat, Dexter and Dee Dee travel to South America to look for the chupacabra that escaped from his lab. In one scene, we see them explore a cave when they find a backpack. Inside the backpack were binoculars covered in fresh, dripping blood and a heaving skull. So basically, Dexter's creation killed someone. But They played the scene off as just a joke. Then in the episode titled Dee Dee's Room, you see a zombified Dexter with pulsating veins all over his face.
Yeah.
It's quite a pretty image.
Dexter is a weird show, but I loved it.
The episode titled Sore Eyes. In this episode, Dexter gets laser eye surgery, but it goes horribly right. He can now see every minute detail, like the bacteria and bugs that infest our food. In our ninth spot, we have Tom and Jerry. I'm sure you all remember
Tom
this
and Jerry
show involving Tom the house cat and Jerry the cute little mouse. Now, you wouldn't regard
Who doesn't love Tom and Jerry? Seriously, if you love Tom and Jerry, you are evil.
And there have been multiple people that have been horrified by certain episodes. For starters, in the episode titled Down and Outing, High Stakes and Sorry Safari, Tom's owner is very loud and short-tempered.
That guy was an asshole.
He constantly beats Tom and enjoys doing so, as he always has this creepy grin on his face. Then in the episode titled Heavenly Puss, Tom literally gets sent to hell. That episode in particular creeped out the Simpsons creator Matt Groening. He said that it's one of the darkest things he has seen. And that's coming from the Simpsons creator, and the Simpsons has some really messed up stuff happen.
Yeah.
Then you have the episode titled Blue Cat Blues, where depressed Tom and Jerry sit on the train tracks right as the train is coming. Tom's face is
very dark,
looking, with his eyeballs having bulging, prominent veins. And lastly, in the episode titled The Two Musketeers, Tom gets guillotined at the end of the episode.
Yeah, very creepy.
In our eighth spot, we have the Creepy Crawlers. This
I've
is a
never heard that.
1994 show that follows a kid named Chris Carter who worked in a magic shop.
Never heard of that cartoon.
He designed a machine called the Magic Maker. One night, the machine ended up creating 3 weird mutant bug-type creatures. These creatures, alongside Chris, fight the evil characters. Now, the evil characters are pretty creepy, not gonna lie. First off, we have Spooky
What is
Pookie,
that?
who is a green skeletal monster with handcuffs for hands. I don't know how that works. Like, it seems useless. How could you, pick things up? I don't know.
It's a cartoon. Don't think about it that much.
Which is this nasty cockroach-like monster that can unleash swarms of cockroaches. You have Worminator, which is a worm-type creature that has a mace at the end of its tail. And even Spider Troll, brown-haired, creepy humanoid spider monster. Honestly, they don't make characters like that anymore.
They don't.
So at 7, we have the Inhumanoids. This is a
Never heard of this either.
show about human scientists that battle a bunch of subterranean monsters known as the Inhumanoids. This show is also filled with very creepy, evil characters. Some of the characters include Pose, a giant dude that has control over the dead. He is seen with a giant cage built into his stomach that's often spewing blood. He can also turn living
blood in a kids movie or cartoon.
Touching them. Then you have Tendril, basically a green giant dude that can regenerate his long tentacle-like arms and legs. And then you have the Redwoods characters.
Those are
creepy red trees with glowing eyes that look like they came out of Evil Dead. In our 6th spot, we have Pinky and the Brain. Again, I'm sure
I remember this. It's basically Ren and Stimpy with mouse, mice.
Genius Mouse and his not so intelligent sidekick. Every night they try to conquer the world. Now, there are several disturbing episodes. One episode I want to talk about is the first episode from season 4 titled Brainwash, Brain Go Away. This episode features
a clown.
Creepy looking evil clown. Basically in the episode, the clown makes these balloon animals that pop and release a gas that knocks Pinky and the Brain out. The Brain then has having weird dreams. Everything is in black and white and looks and sounds distorted. It's a mind trip. At one point, he holds onto a globe in his hands and then just turns into black goo and melts away. And of course, throughout many of the episodes, you see Brain wanting to hurt his dumb sidekick. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with Zombie Dumb. This 2015 show follows a bunch of zombie kids that gather the streets at night. These zombies aren't the brightest. And
those are creepy, man. Holy crap.
Situations. Now, first off, there's an episode called All I See Is Hannah, where a character finds a strange-looking mushroom on the ground and eats it. From there, he goes on a trip and his eyes become swirly and purple. So basically, he was on drugs. But the main thing I wanted to talk about is the character Hannah. Hannah is the sole human survivor of the zombie virus. Which is sad because she's the only kid left and she got no family. But the truly terrifying thing about her is her appearance. In the first couple of seasons,
what the fuck is that thing?
Round face with two unproportionally small,
shoot it,
all black,
kill it,
beady little eyes. She also has a huge gummy smile with only one tooth just hanging out. I mean, her proportions are just all wrong. Tell me how, out of all the zombies and creatures in the show, the dang human looks the scariest.
Oh yeah.
Before we have the magic school bus.
Who doesn't remember this? How is that creepy though?
Again, another show you wouldn't consider terrifying.
I wouldn't.
Then you prove me wrong. So in one of the episodes,
prove me wrong.
Literally commits suicide. In this episode, Miss Frizzle takes her class to space. They're on Pluto, and Arnold is having an argument with his cousin Janet. She basically wants to stay on Pluto, but he says this will happen if she stays on Pluto. He then takes off his helmet and freezes immediately. Janet then carries his dead, frozen body back to the school bus. Of course, he didn't actually die, he was alive in the next episode. But he literally ended his life to prove a point. Then there are other weird things that happen, like when they go inside of Ralphie through his nasty, pussy, bloody scab. And then they all get attacked by his cells and the bacteria. Or when Miss Frizzle takes the kids to learn.
Some of these are kind of gross.
Ralphie opens up the school bus when they're flying in the air and they all turn into weird black humans, like super thin, paper thin humans. They just fly through the sky. And our first spot, we have the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorites. It was dark as hell, but I loved it. Loved it.
The Grim Reaper. Basically, they won a limbo contest, and the Grim Reaper is forced to be their friend.
Such a fun show. I loved it.
Do chores for them and so on. Now, the show is known to be a dark comedy. Nonetheless, there are still some creepy moments in the show. In season 2, there's this creepy scene involving Jeff the Spider.
That was scary. That fucking spider. Fuck that thing.
Let me know. It's really creepy. In the episode titled Nursery Crimes, Billy is cast as Humpty Dumpty, but he falls to his death, shatters, and his remains are eaten by all the king's horses and men and villagers for days. In the same episode, a creepy Pinocchio tries to eat Billy's flesh.
Yeah.
And lastly, in the episode titled
Pinocchio's has always been creepy anyway.
To life a creepy clown head to try and get Billy over his fear of clowns. Well, this creepy clown comes to life and drags itself along the floor and then tries to devour them. Moving on to number 2, we have Jimmy Neutron. Wow, who else remembers this show? That is a throwback. Also,
the movies were good too. The Jimmy, Timmy. Yeah.
It was just so random. But
it was good though.
This is another show that seems harmless and not scary, but upon analyzing it, you notice how dark it truly is. In one episode, Jimmy
that one was kind of creepy. The ending.
Evil. His dad.
The one where Carl was pregnant from his ass. That was disturbing.
All over his wall after they begged for mercy. In the episode titled One of Us, Jimmy is alone while his best friends turn into mindless zombies. In the episode Who's Your Mommy, Carl gets impregnated by a single alien egg. Creepy. And lastly, there's one episode where Jimmy's dad buys
basically Night Living Down from Goosebumps, but darker.
Jimmy ends up putting a computer chip in Flippy's head to enhance Hugh's brain so he will tell better jokes. But it ends up just sucking all the life out of him so that Flippy becomes real and his dad is like lifeless. And he even planned to kill his dad by chucking his body off a cliff so that he would never be able to get his brain back. That's really dark.
Yeah,
and
it really is.
We have Gravity Falls. Again, you guys
I've heard of most of these, except a couple.
This show is about two twin siblings.
All these shows are so good. So shame they're not on anymore, you know.
Who runs a shop in Gravity Falls for their summer. Although they think that the summer is going to be boring, it turns out to be quite the opposite. Now, there are countless dark and creepy episodes and characters. First off, there have been times where both Dipper and Maybelle get possessed, and it's quite creepy. Then you have villains like the submarine trickster. Basically, this dude eats kids
creepy.
if they don't do it.
Eating kids again. In a cartoon made for kids.
Appearance, he can shapeshift and grow extra arms and legs and can change size. Then you got other characters like the Hide Behind that literally reminds me of my best friend, Styronhead. He's a tall, slender, black humanoid creature with glowing yellow eyes. He's got incredibly long limbs. And even the octopus with one eye that can turn its eye into a mouth with sharp teeth. Then you got an episode titled Northwest Mystery Mansion, where you see taxidermy animals on the wall start talking and bleeding through their eyes.
Blood in a kid's movie or show cartoon.
Scary. Great show though. And that's all for today's video. Let's move on to our comment shout out portion.
Yeah. Most of those were good picks. I mean, Gravity Falls was a dark cartoon. Jimmy Neutron, classic. Billy and Mandy, classic. Magic School Bus, classic. Zombie Dumb, never heard of it. Peek in the Brain, it was a classic show. The Inhumanoids, never heard of it. Creepy Crawlers, yeah. Tom and Jerry, who doesn't love that cartoon, seriously. And Dexter's Lab was a classic, so. I don't remember much about, the creepier episodes, but the puppet episode of Jimmy Neutron, that was creepy. I agree with her on that, but yeah. This is the last part, I believe.
I'll be shutting out more comments.
I think. Is there a part 3? Let me check. Or 4, part 4. No, there's only 3. Maybe they'll make a part 4. You can make a bunch of these. There's even more kid like Goose. Oh, it's not a cartoon, but Goosebumps, Haunting Hour, Are Afraid of the Dark. Those are messed up and dark shows for kids. But what's your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you guys in the next one. Peace.